All right. Hi. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to answer some questions for me. I'm just uh, wanting to do some research in the folklorico and the mariachi community, um, and just kind of I'm interested in how these programs aim to impact the lives of students and instructors themselves. So, if I could just start with your name.
My name is Astrid Bohorquez.
Awesome. Alrighty, what activity do you participate in?
I participate in ballet folklorico.
Cool. And what years have you been active?
I started in 2015 when I was in kinder, and I'm still currently in folklorico. I am a sophomore right now, and I am a part of Los Tucsonenses, the Tucson High, and I am a part of AZ Folk with Mr. Bruno Loya.
Awesome. Okay. To move on to the questions that I have for you. So how has being a part of Folklorico changed how you see yourself?
Folklorico has changed how I see myself because I feel closer to my culture and my heritage when I put on the costume. But not only when I put on the costume, when I start dancing, even when I'm just in the tacones, I kind of just change how I see myself and I feel way closer to my heritage and it just makes me feel proud.
Awesome. That's a really good feeling to know. Moving on. Uh, do you feel more connected to your culture through this program? If so, how?
I do feel more connected to my culture um, just because when we're in dance, we learn, before we begin learning a new region, we get a little bit of history about it, on why we do certain things and why you have to move certain ways in those regions. For example, one of the regions that we do is Tierra Caliente, and that region you act like you're connected with the ground. And yeah.
That's a really cool aspect of dance. Um, Alrighty, moving on to the third question. How do you think this program will influence your future, whether in school, in a career, or in life?
Mm, in life, the program has overall been really amazing because you get to work with other people, meet people, make connections, and even if you're not gonna take that career path as being as a dancer, those people, they overall just want to see you succeed and they help you out, and it's just good to have that connection with other people even though you might not be involved in dance anymore. You just feel a sense of community and family.
That's a good point. Having connections and wherever you go is always an amazing thing to have. Especially, well, not especially, I would say, even if it's just, not even a career connection, having connections with other people is a really nice thing to have throughout your life. So you have people you can go to and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, moving on to question number 4. Has your instructor or mentor inspired you in other parts of your life?
My instructor has just inspired me to well, just to continue to do my best in everything I'm in, just to do the best I can possibly do, and that it's okay to make mistakes. And I learned that it's okay to struggle, that you'll eventually pick it up with practice. Um, but he's also just encouraged me in the folklorical aspect, because there was a time where I felt like quitting the folklorico program, but he changed my mind, and just being in his overall presence and the way he teaches just made me want to continue. So I'm really thankful to him for that.
That's really awesome. Especially with programs like these that help us students connect to their culture, and it all starts with the instructors. They're the ones that are there to teach you and to make you feel like you belong, I feel, or at least help you in that journey. Um, yeah, I feel like it comes from their hearts and it just follows through that way.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So on to question number 5. What do you love about the music or dance?
I like both the music and the dance, I'd say equally, even without the music, without there being lyrics in the music. Just listening to the rhythm, it makes you want to dance, and that's what I love a lot about folklorico. Even just hearing the rhythm, it just makes you want to dance. And getting to dance and show expression and movement is awesome because when you're dancing, it's like you're telling a story. And there's some music that don't have lyrics, and I feel like it's even better because you get to show that story more, and your audience gets to pay closer attention and understand that story and process it while they're watching you perform.
Very cool. Alrighty, and to my last question, what is or what has been your favorite memory or moment from being in the program so far?
I have two favorite memories from being in the program so far. One of them is getting to make TikToks with my friends before shows. It just makes you feel better. You kind of get the nerves out of you before a show, and you just laugh looking back at the memories. And my second favorite memory would be before our performances, we do a prayer on stage as a whole group, where students are allowed to participate or they're allowed to step back if that's what they would like to do. But I feel like it's a really nice thing to do because it just makes you feel better when you pray as a whole group and you just hope for the best. And yeah.
That's very touching, having something to do with your whole group before a show is definitely something to, I feel, make you guys a little calmer. I know shows are a little stressful and a little, um, make you a little anxious, I think. At least that's how I used to feel.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, thank you for answering these questions for me.